Wagwan, people of the internet, it is Multiplier, and today there are going to be 0 Skrillex strokes, but instead some really important Ableton knowledge about sidechain compression and pointing. And it's something that, to be honest, I've only just learned, and I feel like I should have known about this. It should be front page news, like, know about this, it's really important, but it's not. And I'm going to tell you, and it's going to genuinely change everything you do. So basically, whenever you're doing sidechain compression in Ableton Live, you have a few different options. So when we had Ableton Live 8, we had FF1, FF2, and FB. And basically, when we're doing sidechain compression, we want it in FF1 because it's a lot cleaner. If we chose FF2, you get these weird artifacts. So let's give you an example. So FF2, weird artifacts. In fact, let's do FF1 first to show you what the clean sound should be like. Nice and clean, some pretty heavy sidechain compression happening, but still nice and clean. If we choose FF2, horrible artifacts, we don't want that. Notice how it is doing more gain reduction, but even if we compensate for that, which we'll do in a sec, it still sounds horrible. So FF1 is the key. Whenever we're doing sidechain compression, get it in your brain. I've got it in my brain now. I didn't before. We want it on FF1 because it's a lot cleaner. And what you'll notice is in Ableton Live 9, if I choose this different layer of the effect rack, I have Ableton Live 9 compressor here. There isn't an option, so you're going, oh no, what are we gonna do? Now we can't do it right. Well, there is a solution, but first let's show you the difference. So we have an audio effect rack here, just so I can swipe between the two different compressors, Ableton Live 9 and Live 8. And I've also compensated for the fact that Ableton Live 9 was doing more sidechain compression by adjusting the ratio. So basically, as I sweep through, so whenever it's on the right-hand side, over here, this chain selector, it's on Live 8. When it's on the left-hand side, it's on Live 9. And hopefully you can hear that Live 9, while being better than FF2 in Live 8, still isn't perfect for sidechain compression. So let's play it through. This is Live 8. We'll move to Live 9. So you get some really subtle artifacts. Back to Live 8. Back to Live 9. Hear what I mean? We've even compensated for the fact that by default Live 9 will try and do more gain reduction. So if you have a look in these gain reduction meters as I'm playing it through, so we're on Live 9, you see how much it's gain reducing. And then Live 8, same amount, and then we balanced it by ears as well. So basically Live 9 doesn't give you the option, and the option that it does by default isn't good enough. So what do we do? Well, there is a solution, and I'm going to tell you what it is right now. So what we want to do is we want to store a version of Ableton Live 8's compressor just somewhere on our hard drive. So let's say we didn't have any of this, so we'll delete all this. Let's say we want to do some sidechain compression, which we do. We go over to where I put it on my hard drive, which is in Music Production Live 8 Compressor, which I just saved as a preset, dragged it out, and now we have all these options, so FF1, FF2, and so on. If we hit upgrade, it would convert it to a Live 9 compressor, and the buttons disappear, and there's no way to go back, and you're screwed. So don't do that. We will undo and keep it as Ableton Live 8. So I recommend just download this Live 8 compressor.adv from either the link below or just save it from your own computer if you have Live 8 and just stick it somewhere on your hard drive. And that way, whenever you want to do some sidechain compression, which you do all the time in dance music, literally all the time on pretty much all your tracks, then you can just drag it out and then dial it in, and yeah, sounds great. Really important, right? I can't believe I only just found out about this. Me among. But it's really, really cool, right? Because what I used to do before is because I was aware of these clicks, I just wouldn't ever do super aggressive sidechain compression. I would just ease back on it so you wouldn't hear the artifact. But now that I know, I can do some super aggressive sidechain compression and I go all day long and it will sound great. And that's what I'm going to do. And you're going to do it too. I've been Multiplier. I hope you enjoyed.